Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Satsuhime's Grand Adventure. Today we will be doing things just a little differently, taking a break from the usual storytelling and learn a little more about yours truly. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some fun facts you may not know about Satsuhime Tsukashi. First off, let's talk about my likes and dislikes. I enjoy long walks on the beach and watching the sunset, mainly at Costa del Sol. It's one of my favorite spots to unwind. I also enjoy to relax by mass murdering cute innocent sheep and selling their fleece on the market boards. Sometimes I kill boars and giant toads, but they aren't nearly as fun or as cute as sheep. Botany and mining are also a great hobby of mine as of late. Nothing relaxes me more than whacking a tree or rock for hours on end, and then selling off my spoils to chumps, adventurers on the market board. I have a weird obsession with chocobos also. I'm not really sure why that is though. I just fucking love them, okay? Don't freaking patronize me, bro. Another interesting fact you may not know about me is I actually do like Gridania. It's a very beautiful place, with a nice welcoming scenery. I just really hate the stupid-ass people and soldiers here. Well, I love Mother Mione and Connie Senna. My Conjury guild leader is pretty cool too. Selfie on the other hand is another story. You may not know this either, but I'm also in a free company called the Crimson Wing. The guild leader is okay, I guess. He's a bit of a creeper though, but my sister says his intentions are good. Oh yeah, by the way, I have a twin sister. Did I never mention that? Her name is Satsugai Tsukashi. She's been adventuring much longer than I have at this point, and has saved the world countless times. But fuck that bitch, this is my story, not hers. I'm much cooler than her anyway. That's enough about my sister, let's talk more about me. Like the fact that I have absolutely no desire to be a tank. I find tanking goes against the supportive type nature of my personality. I feel like I make the perfect right-hand man. I don't want to be the one leading the pack, but I'm at my best when I am supporting the one who is. I feel like both roles are equally necessary. That being said, bad tanks drive me completely insane. I have not told you this yet because it has not come up in my story, but sweet Jesus have I met some horrible tanks. More on that at a later date. Speaking of other classes and jobs, I do rather enjoy certain DPS classes. I actually got into archery for a while, which conveniently enough still falls right into my preferred playstyle. A ranged physical damage type that supports the front lines from the rear. That's right up my alley. Which is probably why I can see myself getting into other ranged DPS classes in the near future. The guild leader Lucienne was pretty cool to meet. They were unusually welcoming compared to how I had been treated here in Gridania. They gave me the fundamentals on the basics of archery and laid out both the strengths and weaknesses of being a bowman. After that, I was officially welcomed into the guild and given my first bow. She also updated my hunting log and gave me some targets to hunt. After getting my first bow equipped, she sent me on my first trial as a fledgling archer. And to my absolute delight, the task was to eliminate some squirrels, ladybugs, and shirmy boys right outside of Gridania. With absolute glee I frolicked through the forest wreaking havoc and destruction, loosing arrows on every woodland creature I saw. I even managed to get some of my hunting logs done. I return to my new guild leader covered in blood and guts, and they seem to be impressed with my work. They also give me a few more great tips on being an effective archer, and using my distance to my advantage. They mentioned something about coating my arrows with poison to kill my enemies slowly, if need be. I think I might be falling in love right now. But before I reached my climax fantasizing about the slow death of my foes, a cat lady named Leah shows up. Turns out she's been an archer for 2 years, which makes her my senpai. She tells me my skills with a bow are impressive, but I should also mind my surroundings. Apparently, during my trial, she was tailing me. But before she could finish that thought, yet another person comes to interrupt our conversation and shows me that good old Gridanian hospitality that I'm used to, and immediately starts to verbally assault me about my lack of form while using the bow. You know, the bow I got literally 20 minutes ago. Despite that, he tells me I have absolutely no talent as an archer, and tells Lucienne that I am not fit to wield a bow, and for the sake of the guild and myself, my membership should be revoked. He tops off this shit-filled rant with some yummy xenophobia, claiming that outsiders can't comprehend or understand their noble art, and their time is wasted trying to teach my kind. Then scurries off like the fucking rat he is. Just in time too, because I was fixing to show him what his own beating heart looks like. Leah explains that he was once of the god's quiver and is very opinionated when it comes to archery. She also claims I shouldn't take him too seriously because he's like that to all outsiders. After a bit more conversation, I am given some encouraging words by the guild leader and told to keep working hard. There is more to this archery story, but I seem to have slipped into story time. What can I say? I love a good story, and I'm guessing that you do too. Which is why you are going to click that like button and subscribe, right? Of course you are. What sane person wouldn't? Thank you all for checking out yet another episode of Satsuhime's Grand Adventure. You guys fucking rock. Have a wonderful day.